Sugar's baby. Finally, it seemed like I've been waiting forever and a day just to tell my story. I got a story to tell too. I guess you say this better be a good one, huh? Well, it ain't nothing, that's what it is. It's a story about my nothing. And I couldn't ask for nothing better than nothing with every and all the things that I've been through. This is a picture of my Mercy. She sure was one pretty one, wasn't she? I didn't have a camera, so I just drew a picture of her. It ain't all the way right on because I'm not a professional artist or nothing like that, but you can still tell how pretty she was, right? I know it. She was only 3 days when she went on and left, and I had her right here in this house, right here. My sister helped me deliver her. We were in my own room on my own bed. Buford was fighting overseas and couldn't be here. But he was here in his own quiet way. All my brothers and sisters came and waited in the living room for the baby to come. All of them. And me, of course, and Mama. Daddy wasn't here because it was Sunday and he had to preach night service. It wasn't nothing that was ever going to keep him from night service. He didn't even miss it the Sunday after he passed. He said the Lord was going to take him away and to get the service together. So he wrote it down on a piece of paper and had my oldest living brother, Theodore, read it to the crowd while his body was laying right there. I lay down on the bed after my water broke and Happy came in and took over. I just did everything she said. She said push, and I pushed. She said breathe, and that's what I did too. I guess it took about 10 hours. But after it was over, I didn't even remember the time. What time? I just held her in my arms, rocking back and forth, rocking and singing to her. I knew she was going to be a girl because Happy been dreaming about spiders. Happy even knew what the girl was going to look like and what she had come here to do. New babies always come to see Happy. They always do. Happy even told me what to name her. Mercy. Then I pretty much do whatever Happy tell me, and it so happened that I like that name too. Mercy. After Mercy came through, everybody came into the room with us and took turns holding her and kissing all over her. Everybody except for Rufus. Rufus didn't touch babies. Ever since his own boy, Booty, passed on in his arms, he stayed away from babies. It wasn't his fault or nothing like that. The angels just got ready for Booty to come home, that's all. He came in the room, though, sat over in the corner, wanting to smile. Rufus never did smile much either. He wanted to, though. So there was Marvin, Junior Boy, Theodore, Rufus, Happy, baby girl, sister, brother, Ruth, Amos, Paul, Simon, Ezra, Joseph, and David. Esther, Nehemiah, and Leviticus had passed on by then, and I was the baby. I guess that was the happiest day of my whole life, holding Mercy in my arms all night. I didn't even want to go to sleep. Happy told me to sleep when the baby was asleep so I could be well rested for her feeding, and I loved feeding my baby. Seemed like she just knew how to do it too, even better than I did. Mercy would wrap her little bitty lips around my nipple and just go at it, all the way till she was full all the way up. Seemed like she would drink all the milk from one breast and move herself over to the next. Happy told me to go out Tuesday evening to get some fresh air. I didn't want to get no fresh air. I wanted to stay inside and kiss over Mercy. I did what she told me to do, though. I went in the backyard and sat on the swing Amos had built. Oh, that was my dream place. I could stay out there all day and never know what time it was. I would swing on that swing and dream up some good old dreams. That day I dreamed that Buford could be here with us and see Mercy. He wasn't going to be able to come until the end of the week. It seemed like that was taking forever. I stopped dreaming long enough to hear Mama and Daddy in my room singing. They didn't never sing together. They was barely in the same room together. Daddy was always in the back room working on his sermon for the next Sunday. That's what babies do, though. They bring folks together. After a while, I was tired of swinging and dreaming, and I wanted to feed my baby. I went in the house, and Daddy walked out as I was coming in. He didn't say nothing, but then he barely did say nothing. I picked up Mercy, and there she was, just as beautiful as ever. It just wasn't no baby born in this world as beautiful as mine. Mama heard me say that one time, and she told me don't never say that again because it was a disrespect to baby Jesus. I guess so. Happy told me to go on and lay down and take a nap. I told her I didn't feel like taking no nap. I wanted to hold Mercy. Even if Mercy was sleeping, I just wanted to hold her and look at her while she slept. I could tell Happy didn't want me to hold my own baby, but she really couldn't say nothing. She was my baby, not hers. And she and Mama left the room not saying nothing, and I did what I wanted to do. I kind of started thinking that maybe Happy was just a little bit jealous of me for having my very own baby, because she was the only one of us that didn't ever have one yet. I held Mercy for a real long time, and she never did cry or fidget or nothing. She just laid there. After a while, Rufus walked in and took Mercy right out of my arms. Didn't say nothing, just took her, held her. I didn't say nothing because it ain't like Rufus to even hold a baby. I started to think about all the miracles Mercy was bringing to the family already. Mama and Daddy singing together, being in the same room, Rufus picking up and holding a baby. And he put his lips to her cheeks and started to cry. I did too. I guess he was remembering Booty. It looked like Happy was right after all about me laying down, 'cause I sure did get real sleepy after that. I laid on down and took a nap. I guess I was even more tired than I thought because it was early the next morning when I woke up. I didn't see Mercy, so I went to see who was hugging and kissing all over her. Seemed like I couldn't find nobody. Then I heard that old piano playing in the living room, and I couldn't race in there fast enough. Didn't nobody play that piano and make it sound like that except for Buford. I stood there watching and listening to him. There he really was, so handsome. He looked at me and told me to come over and sit next to him on the bench while he played. Where everybody at? I don't know why I asked him like he should know. They all back getting ready. You gotta go get ready too. Get ready for what? I ain't going nowhere. Oh, come on, baby. I got to show you your very own baby girl. She the most beautiful baby girl that ever been born in this world, except for baby Jesus. Where's she at? Then I went in Mama and Daddy's room, and there she was, sleeping like an angel. Somebody had got her all dressed up for me. She had on all white with a little bonnet. I picked her up like I always do, but she felt heavy. The kind of heavy that just a few days can't do to nobody. But what do I really know about babies? I kissed her and her skin felt like a doll's skin. She's so soft, Buford. Ain't she just pretty? Buford looked at her, but he didn't want to hold her. Then Rufus came in and took her from me again. Mercy, gone on, sugar. Get dressed and come on out back with us. Gone on? What you talking? I knew, but I didn't know because I didn't want to know. Then I heard Mama and Daddy and all my living brothers and sisters in the far end of the backyard singing, and I knew for sure. Mercy had her white dress on, so I put my white dress on too. Buford had on his uniform, and we walked out together. My Mercy didn't have no shoes on, so I didn't put none on either. And they were all out there finishing up the song. Daddy was holding her over the hole about to pray. I didn't want to pray. I didn't close my eyes or nothing neither. I just looked at my Mercy one more time.